Ripple is about to usurp a ton of dominance from both USDC and USDT, and most of the people in this space don't even realize it yet. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you are a subscriber. Overall, as we do look at the stablecoin initiatives by Ripple, they are very significant. But what if I told you that it seems as though Ripple is perfectly positioned to take the crown and ultimately become one of the biggest and most successful stablecoin issuers out there? We're going to talk about it. But first, I got to give a warning to all those XRP holders out there that are interacting with tokens through either the DEX or even on the AMM. We have here a big warning from one of the developers on the XRP Ledger. I'm seeing the first screenshots from people believing RL USD has already been issued on the XRP Ledger. It has not been issued. These are fake tokens issued by scammers trying to sell worthless assets on the DEX or through the AMM. Do not engage. And yes, please guys, be careful. We do now have on XRP Scan, if you want to make sure and double check everything, on XRP Scan, they are now marking these assets as fraudulent. We have marked this specific RL USD issuer as a suspicious account. The account has already accrued a significant amount of XRP by trading it on the DEX and the AMM. So yes, be careful guys. You can always go into xrpscan.com, look at these specific addresses, and you can see fraud alert. This account is reported as a spammer or fraudulent address. Please proceed with caution. So make sure that you understand what is going on here, double checking everything. Don't just send, things out, especially money, right? Like if you are sending money or attempting to receive more than what you're sending back or whatever the case may be, make sure that you are double checking everything. Make sure that you're not believing it. Listen, this is real world, right? You don't go outside and pay somebody $1 and they give you back 10 or 100 or 1,000. So make sure that you are being careful, especially right now in this space. There is so many scams, so much fraud happening. It is ridiculous. But outside of this, let's actually talk about the big news, which was breaking. The world's largest stablecoin issuer, Tether, has created a new synthetic dollar backed by gold per the block. And yes, this is a gold backed stablecoin called AUSDT. And Tether Gold has a market capitalization of about 573 million and is backed by physical gold stored in Switzerland, according to the company. This is very interesting. Now, can we trust it? We don't know, right? Like, do they actually have the gold? We have no idea. The token was created on the company's new Alloy by Tether platform and will trade as AUSDT via smart contracts on the Ethereum mainnet blockchain. Users can mint it through over-collateralization by depositing another Tether token that tracks the value of gold. This new offering highlights Tether's ambitions to expand beyond the USDT stablecoin, a token with a market capitalization of $112.5 billion that tracks the value of the US dollar and is backed by reserves of US Treasury bills over other securities and investments. Alloy by Tether was developed by Moon Gold and Moon Gold El Salvador, both members of the Tether group. Alloy by Tether was designed to be an open platform allowing for the creation of other tethered assets, potentially including yield-bearing products, according to the company. And we have Alloy by Tether introduces a novel category of digital assets known as tethered assets, designed to track the price of reference assets through stabilization strategies like over-collateralization with illiquid assets, or with liquid assets, and secondary market liquidity pools, the company stated in a press release. Tether Gold has a market capitalization of around 573 million and is backed by physical gold stored in Switzerland, according to the company. The new AUSDT currency is aimed at users looking to make transactions, payments, and remittances with a currency similar to the US dollar without having to sell their gold-backed digital assets, according to Tether's press release. And we even have down here a few things around Tether, right? First off, Tether has been earning significant revenue with the USDT stablecoin. We actually see it's $4.5 billion so far in the first quarter. The quality of assets backing stablecoins like USDT has come under intense scrutiny in recent years, 100%. Regulators have grown concerned about the liquidity of the reserves backing them and whether they could withstand mass redemption requests under market pressure. The alt season time bomb is ticking, and now is the best time to go and get your free access to 30 secret crypto gems that I personally have researched completely for you so that you can save a ton of time and make a ton of money. The link down in the description below takes you guys to this page where you can claim your free access instantly right now, free of charge. It's completely free. So what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Go and click the link down in the description below as well as in the comments below to get access now. So, yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of concerns. Back in 2021, for an example, Tether Incorporated in the British Virgin Islands reached a settlement with the New York Attorney General without admitting any wrongdoing over allegations that it lied about its reserves and hid losses. It reached a similar settlement with the CFTC as well that same year without admitting or denying the CFTC's allegations. Despite these issues, the value of Tether's USDT has been able to track the dollar one for one without any major depegs in recent years. So, yeah, I mean, listen, we don't know what's going to happen with this. But one thing that I will say, can we really trust this? In my opinion, it's basically like a 50-50 because again, Tether has not been extremely transparent. Now, talking about this, I want to address a few things happening around stablecoins. Specifically this. We have from Anthony Welfare. Remember, this is one of the employees at Ripple. I believe he's addressing CBDCs and stablecoin initiatives. I might be wrong on that. But we have MiCA stablecoin regulations mean not all USD stablecoins are treated equally. Interesting to see which are okay. Now, this is actually from Uphold, and we have alert several stablecoins to be delisted. And here we have, owing to new European Union rules on stablecoins, aka MiCA, we will no longer support the following assets from July 1st. DAI, Frax, GUSD, USDP, TUSD, and Tether. They will continue supporting USDC, USC, and PYUSD, which is PayPal stablecoin. Very interesting. Now, I will say this, we knew that this was going to happen. We've talked about it in the past. Now, what about Circle? Right? Because Circle's still being supported. But is Ripple going to decrown Circle? I believe so. Let's check it out. Here we have Brad Garlinghouse, CEO. Ripple says, stablecoin to hit $30 trillion, XRP bullish. This is the first thing that I want to address, is the market for stablecoins. It continues to grow rapidly. And then from here, I want to address Circle.
The most macro view, I think many of us are believers in the stablecoin market, right? As a bridge between traditional finance and decentralized finance, stablecoins, I think, play a very important role. The market itself today, as I think we all have seen, is about $150 billion. The US dollar stablecoins by far is the dominant. Some, and certainly I'm one of these players, believes that market at 150 billion today, it's forecasted to be somewhere around 2.5 to 3 trillion in about 4 or 5 years. So that's a 20x growth. I think there's going to be a bunch of different players, and I think Tether's going to continue to do well, Circle's going to continue to do well. I think there's a role for Ripple to play in that, given our focus on the kind of infrastructure level. And look, I also think, and we wouldn't do this unless we thought it was going to be very good to the XRP Ledger. As you have seen stablecoins launch on other layer ones, you've seen liquidity in that layer one grow. Our goal, as much as anything, is to grow liquidity in the XRP Ledger. So we view this as a good opportunity for Ripple, but an even better impact on the XRP Ledger.
Well, looking forward to that for sure. What are the stepping stones to launching a stablecoin on the FPL?
Well, one of the most important pieces of a robust stablecoin is really banking partnerships. And so, a lot of the questions we got when we announced last week were questions about how we're going to manage audits, how we're going to manage attestations. Our goal is absolutely.
So again, as we really look at the stablecoin market, right? It's pretty wild to see this massive 20x gain, but it also does make sense. Listen, back in 2022, we saw $11 trillion pushed through stablecoins. That's just volume. We're not talking about the actual stablecoin market itself being 30 trillion. We're talking about volume. If that happened during a bear market, imagine what really happens once stablecoins grow to the point where you can trust them, you can utilize them pretty much anywhere. It is going to grow so fast and spread so quick. In my opinion, I don't believe that we will be utilizing US dollars anymore eventually. I think that we're going to be utilizing stablecoins that are one-to-one with USD, or possibly at some point in time tied back to a CBDC, which is just a government-issued CBDC or a stablecoin. Sorry. So it's definitely questionable on where we're headed, but I assume stablecoins are going to replace fiat currencies. I mean, we're so close to full-on digitalization of the financial system. Most people don't even utilize cash at this point. And outside of that, right, like almost all transactions are now made online too. Like most people don't even shop in stores. So we could see that decline rapidly, and it feels as though we are getting even closer to stablecoins being ushered in globally. Now, outside of this, if we go over here, we know that Ripple is one-to-one backing this stablecoin with USD. It's offering transparency and stability on the XRP L and Ethereum. And remember that this actually supports XRP and even the XRP Ledger fully. So the stablecoin and XRP will both be tapped in on the payments infrastructure layer, which is just Ripple payments. And it actually supports XRP and the XRP L greatly through liquidity endeavors and things like that. I also said multiple times in the past, the stablecoin is going to provide a ton of growth for DeFi initiatives on the ledger. Now, outside of that, we also have MiCA, right? Remember that Ripple is on par with MiCA. They are in compliance with MiCA as well. And big shout out to Smoke Dog for this. Ripple MiCA, here we have MiCA R, which is in Ireland, right? We have down there. The transposition date for MiCA R to take place in Ireland is June 30th of this year. And we have the 7 individuals or 7 companies and exchanges. There's Kraken and Gemini on here with MoonPay and even Coinbase. These are the 7 major players that did have submissions back regarding feedback. And we have MoonPay, Gemini, Kraken, Matheson, Coinbase, Ripple, and Electric Money Association. So they already provided their insight and input on this, which also provides you the fact that like Ripple is in line with what's happening around MiCA and even MiCA R. Now let's go back to Circle. Here we have back in March, this was March 11th, just in Circle USDC stablecoin falls under 90 cents, down 11% in a matter of hours. Circle has 3.3 billion at the collapsed SVB. The collapse of SVB is sending ripple effects through markets in an already low liquidity environment. Crypto is nearing a major liquidity crisis, and this just shows you how weak Circle could be at times, especially if they are banking with the wrong bank. Now, we do know that Ripple, concerning its overall financial record, they're going to back their stablecoin in a massive way. We know that the backing behind their stablecoin is going to be extremely secure, and it's probably going to be one of the strongest stablecoins in this market. I saw a lot of people, especially the naysayers around the XRP community, saying like, oh, it's going to be hard for them to, compete with Circle or even Tether. And it's comical because now we have Tether being removed from Uphold, at least within the European area. And this is all through MiCA. And what's crazy about this, right, is remember just recently what David Schwartz and also Brad Garlinghouse said. I'm going to start with Brad Garlinghouse. We have Ripple stablecoin is superior to USDC and even USDT. Remember when USDC depegged C-post below, Circle couldn't move USDC when they stepped in. That's partly because I think Circle doesn't have a big balance sheet. And that's where Ripple really kind of starts to corner this market with their balance sheet. Ripple has $20 to $30 billion in balance sheet behind it. Ripple could repeg the stablecoin. Big shout out to XRP drops for both of these video clips.
The second thing, and one of the catalysts, I haven't talked about this publicly, but one of the catalysts to leaning in for Ripple was when USDC depegged last spring, right, 14 months ago. Circle stepped in and said, hey, we'll stand in that gap. It went down to 93 cents, and Circle said, we guarantee $1. And USDC didn't move. Now, it's partly because I think Circle doesn't have a big balance sheet. Had Ripple said that at the same time, I think you would have seen USDC regain its peg, because Ripple has $20, $30 billion of balance sheet behind it, which I think would have been a positive thing. So, look, I think USDC is going to continue to be very successful. I think, the Ripple stablecoin, which we haven't really announced the name around yet, but I'm very optimistic. There's a lot of market share there. There's a lot of growth, and so I'm excited.
So you guys have it again. I do think that Ripple is going to absolutely take over once they do issue out their stablecoin. But also over here, we have Circle doesn't know who they are. Circle has anonymous holders. This is David Schwartz. Ripple stablecoin is superior to USDC and USDT.
Which is a very regulated product that's enabled completely, has anonymous holders, right? No, Circle doesn't know who they are. And
this is where Ripple is also absolutely killing it. Through their DID and things like that. Like, this is where we start to see dominance usurped from Circle, from Tether, and Ripple really take over. Now, again, we don't have the stablecoin issued out. It's going to be happening towards the end of the year, but I'm very optimistic with how successful it's going to be, and I'm also very optimistic of what it will do and how it will also, grow the XRP Ledger. Remember, a lot of these stablecoins like USDT and USDC allowed for Ethereum to be as big as it is. Now, just imagine what could happen once we have a full-on stablecoin like RL USD on the XRP Ledger, growing it through DeFi initiatives as well, because a proper liquid stablecoin provides so much more value to the underlying networks, like, for example, the XRP Ledger or even Ethereum. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, this has been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.